She's played an alien, a lieutenant under Captain Kirk, and now she's the mother of the Devil's Baby in the two-part miniseries Rosemary's Baby on NBC. And you're also a member of the AOL family, which we'll get to.
Yes.
Welcome, Zoe Saldana.
Hi.
Thank you for coming in.
Thank you for having me.
So Rosemary's Baby is an iconic story, iconic film and book. Is that exciting to do, intimidating to do? What's the thought process?
It's all of the above. Of
Yeah.
course, it's going to be a little scary because you don't want to be compared, and you want to do a good job and have it just be measured by its own merit.
Right.
But that's sad too. It's such a interesting character to play a woman that is very much in love and devoted to her family, and all of a sudden she's having the devil's baby.
You want to subject the baby to an MRI and God knows what else based on the advice of some doctor that Julie slept with?
Why do you have such a disparaging tone? Are you jealous?
Would you stop with that? I am talking about the baby.
I am too talking about
Oh yeah?
the baby.
And you trust this doctor?
Yes, I
You
trust him.
After seeing him one time. Even though Dr. Saperstein, a renowned obstetrician who you have seen multiple times, has given you a completely different diagnosis.
I just want to get a second opinion. Julie thinks it's a good idea.
Enough with what Julie thinks. You don't trust her, you trust me.
Then why don't you understand when I'm talking to you? I'm sick all the time. I'm losing weight. I don't feel good. It wasn't like this before.
Yeah, well maybe that's not such a bad thing considering.
This is a sinister, creepy movie.
Yes.
And it doesn't take away from the creepiness that we know it's the Devil's Baby, because this is a discovery for you, your character.
Yes.
And there's this really complicated relationship with your husband going on, so it's seriously eerie. Is it creepy to take on a role that has this devil presence, or do you just kind of put it out of your head?
Well, in theory, you know, I did go into it going, oh my God, am I going to be creeped out? And no, as soon as you get there, you're so distracted by all the technicalities that come into shooting a movie that it just becomes like any other set. However, I did realize that shooting horror movies is fun.
How so?
For people that are shooting it. Well, because if there's blood and stuff like that, you know it's fake. You've seen them do it. When they're putting it on you, it's all sticky. It sticks to your hair. It tastes bad. Like, you know, so all of a sudden you're caught up in all these things, and it removes the element of that feeling of fear.
Yeah. Now, do you have to do multiple takes for a horror movie? Because it would seem it would be easy to go over the top or underplay it, overplay it. Do you have to do multiple tries, or do you kind of
Yes,
know?
yes. And Agnieszka is a very, you know, she's from Poland, and
Is she the director?
Yes, Agnieszka Holland is our director, and she doesn't sugarcoat things. So she would go coupe, which means cut in French, I think, or in Polish.
You just
and
knew
then
to stop.
she would go coupe, Zoe, don't do that. You're like, okay.
It's a very clear direction. Don't do it. I won't do that then.
That you just did? Yes, Agnieszka, don't do it. Okay.
Well, at least she's clear.
Or stop smiling so much. You're too happy.
Oh, that's
you know, and I learned to kind of follow her sense of direction and measure my tone, my emotional intensity according to don't do that or do more.
Right. Well, it's interesting because we've seen your emotional levels of intensity play out in Avatar in a whole different way. You know, I mean, and that must have been weird to see yourself unfold in a completely computer-generated character, but so closely tied to your movement. It was so, I saw you.
Yeah, it's motion capture, absolutely.
Yeah, and so we hear a lot about more of them. Where are we at with those? Are there more?
Well, James Cameron is finishing up the scripts, and which hopefully will be soon. And as soon as he does that, we'll be getting the call. But I'm thinking it's probably going to be late this year that we're going to start going into production.
You were at the Met Gala, am I right? We were at the Met Gala, and we all know that you're a spokesperson for beauty products for L'Oreal. Is that right? When you're a spokeswoman for a beauty product, you're obviously beautiful. We can all see it. You're gorgeous. Do you feel more pressure when you go outside the house that you can't be in sweats or that you can't be made up, or do you just say, who cares, I'm just going as is?
Well, normally, like, I only wear sweats when I'm going to the gym.
Okay.
I'm a little.
Are you a little bit more like into style?
I am, but I think, but I'm an artist. I'm an artiste, like my friend calls me. I like practicing art and taking art in and speaking about art. Like, I'm an artist all around. So whatever it is that I'm going to put on, it has to have a meaning or a story or give me something of
Yeah.
substance. I can't just wear like a big label. However, I can't just not look my best.
Right.
And it's not about coming out of my house looking all done up with
Yeah.
the hair and the fan and everything. No, it's about really just working at it, just
Yeah.
having fun with dressing yourself.
Yeah. Will you ever come out without a face of makeup, even a little? Will you ever
I
go?
don't really wear makeup when I'm not
Yeah.
working.
Right.
But I will, if I have a little pimple or whatever, I'll cover it.
Sure.
Because then you'll be mortified if they catch
Right.
you, and then you're like, you see it in a magazine, and you'll pass out.
Right.
But however, I am a firm believer on flying. Like whenever you fly, it's like just make an effort. I
Yeah.
can't
Oh, yeah.
see
Yeah.
I can't see those sweatpants and that pillow. Oh,
No,
people
no, I'm
traveling
the
with
same
their
way.
pillows,
Yeah,
it's
it's
gonna kill
gross.
them. That might be the last flight. You need to. I
Yeah.
mean.
You could die in those sweatpants on that plane. Yeah,
No,
like
I am going down, literally,
Right.
like wearing the best that I can wear.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know if I got it from my mom. I don't know.
I like it though. So now, also tell us about Hero, because you have a series on
My
AOL.
Hero, yeah.
Yeah, tell me a little bit about that.
It's a concept that my younger sister brought to us, to my older sister and I, about what if we were to approach some of our friends in the business, or colleagues, or people that we admire, and we ask them who is the one person that they hold most responsible for all the great things happening in their lives. Growing up in Dominican Republic, and my father had been dead for 9 months, and we lived in a very simple, humble house. You would see this single mom with 3 little kids. I've never met anybody with the vulnerability and the strength that my mom has. Do you think they would want to talk about it? And not only that, do you think that if we found this person, do you think that they would want to talk, but without them knowing? Like, what if it, and we were just like, well, let's just try it. Let's just ask some of our colleagues, and we did.
So you're surprising people.
And people would immediately, like...
Who doesn't want to be surprised by being told that they're a hero of someone?
But who doesn't? We didn't find a single entertainer that we approached, either professionally or through our personal relationships with, that wouldn't want to talk about their hero. So we tried it, people liked it, and we're so excited that AOL is doing it.
Yeah, well, it's coming soon to AOL. We look forward to sharing those stories, and we
Thank you.
can't wait to see the Rosemary's Baby miniseries. And we can see it Sunday night at 9
Mother's
p.m.
Day,
on
yes.
NBC. Mother's Day, perfect. Monday
I like
night,
saying
I'm
that.
sorry, Sunday night at 9 p.m. on NBC, and part 2, Thursday, May 15th
Yes.
on NBC. Zoe
Thank
Saldana,
you.
thank you so much. We'll be watching, and be sure to watch more videos like this one right here on AOL.com.